Hey guys, Sed here. In the next couple of making of videos, I'm going to show you the various elements we used in a song in order to suggest symbolic uneasiness, psychological horror, monstrosity, etc. Whether it draws from the historical reality of war, notably here the war in Ukraine, or else folklore and even popular culture. So let's get started. As soon as the song begins, we're taking you straight to business. We took the liberty to sample the air raid sirens that blasted over Kiev earlier this year. GNT's coup de maître was to seamlessly EQ its frequencies with his guitar play and loop it so that it matches the timing of the song's progression. You guys know that we like to use samples, so we could have technically, we could have downloaded any random siren from the net. Those that are the most available are probably the world's most recognizable, the British sirens used during World War II, which are in D, like the tuning of the song. But as practical as that may seem, it would have been a mistake in terms of faithfulness to the topic at hand. Plus, we keep hearing those British sirens all over the place in war movies, even though they are often set in countries that do not make use of them. So instead, we wanted to be as true as possible to what happened in Kiev this last February 24th. What you heard on the news was a scary G note. G and D work pretty well together, so that worked great. The intro also samples radio static, like that. And additionally, GNT's opening riff is also given what's called a megaphone effect. So all this together adds to an atmosphere of men being either dominated by or dependent on machines that are often used at war. Sure, the song is about Ukraine, but I wanted the lyrics to be open enough to make it fit any situation of conflict, whether it's real or fictional, like, say, post-apocalyptical narratives, for instance, where mechanical gizmos from the old world, just like the radio, the megaphone, or the sirens I just mentioned, are often what's left in a deserted world deprived of any other means of communication, humanness, and any form of life, really. And this is how it sounds when everything is combined together. So just like that, the song begins by intertwining its core melody with the theme at hand. And throughout the song, the lead guitar riff is being played on repeat in a time signature of 10, meaning that at the difference of, say, a fall to the floor beat that's very straightforward and even, it comes with some sort of a spasm or a shudder and feels somewhat odd, even though it technically isn't. Which helps exemplify a sense of unexpected surprise, if not bewilderment. The whole evokes a very robotic, mechanical, almost dronic feel, which comes to represent one of the most robotic, mechanical, and dronic behaviors of men, warfare. I immediately knew I wanted to address the situation in Ukraine the first time we jammed around GNT's riff. At the risk of it being discomforting, our aim was then to appeal to your senses of fear, among other affects, in order to create a sonic experience that immediately puts you into a state of understanding and hopefully coping with the many victims of war across the world.